the NFLPA delivered its second yearly player group report card. It noticed that the rankings didn't mean accomplishment on the field. That is proven by the boss's positioning. Does it interpret onto on-field execution? NFLPA leader Chief Lloyd Howell said, "I understand what you're talking about now, however later on you would suppose assuming your functioning circumstances are really sure, it will convert into a more useful, more joyful work, and that ought to convert into more W's. The bosses have 1 consecutive super dishes and 3 in the beyond 5 years. However, they positioned 31st in the review, in front of just the leaders. Nature of care and obsolete offices were the 2 central concerns referred to by bosses players, with proprietor Clark Chase positioned last among the 32 proprietors. Skip. Kansas City scored pretty ineffectively, NFLPA President J.C. Tretter said. A great deal of that was, I would agree, dissatisfaction from the folks on guarantees that haven't been kept as they've placed up a lot of progress on the field. Not this previous year, but rather the year prior to, the group guaranteed them a spick and span storage space. They proceed to win the Super Bowl. They return for the offseason, and it's a similar storage space yet with seats, instead of stools. The players expressed out loud, whatever's the arrangement. And they said, all things considered, you all went such a long ways in the end of the season games, we lacked the opportunity to do. Folks are like, we just won 3 super dishes in 5 years and no cash is being emptied once more into us. All you got us was a seat and the things you guaranteed us, you're not doing. In this way, I think you see that dissatisfaction in the study reactions, where they feel like they were guaranteed change and afterward not really seeing that change after Super Bowl after Super Bowl. Andy Reid was the most elevated evaluated mentor among the 32, however that didn't help the group's general positioning. The overview expressed, the players' issue with nature of care is for the most part based on the preparation room. The players feel that the preparation room is essentially understaffed, with just 43% of the group answering that they get a satisfactory measure of one-on-one treatment time. Players feel that the staff is reluctant to give the vital treatment to help recuperation and execution. For instance, players are not permitted to seek deterrent treatment, delicate tissue work, other consideration, for irritation and everyday issues, an ordinary contribution across the NFL. From the outcomes, obviously there has not been a huge reinvestment back into the offices even after predictable achievement. That has prompted an elevated degree of dissatisfaction among player respondents and reflects in club proprietor Clark Chase's positioning as the most unready to put resources into group offices among all NFL proprietors/possession bunch in the assessments of the respondents. In a pre-planned news meeting Wednesday, the bosses shared their vision for sharpened stone arena redesigns. The bosses would pay for $300 million in moves up to the arena with the other $500 million paid for by Jackson Province citizens, who will conclude in an April 2 polling form measure around a 40-year 3/8 penny deals charge climb. Will the bosses' outcomes hinder different groups from making enhancements in light of study rankings? All things considered, I believe there's just a single Patrick Mahomes out there, Tretter said. Howell said he's confident groups will make the best choice, since it is the correct thing to do.